Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new episode of my A to Z of my complete collection of Blu-ray, Steelbooks, 4Ks, etc. So today is a letter E, so let's get into it. Okay, so letter E, yeah, this is going to take ages because there's so many films that I've got under the letter E. He says with sarcasm. So, no, he's not a major letter of the alphabet, many films under it. But I've got a few mop-up ones to do as well, where I've missed them or stuff that I've picked up since. Sorry, a cup of tea. So let's get started. I'm going to do my steelbooks first this time. So first up, we have a lovely steelbook, and I love this one. It's for Ex Machina. Ex Machina. I don't know what it is about this steelbook. It's so simplistic, white, lovely and clean and fresh looking. Just really, really nice. So there we have that. And then we have the Evil Dead 2. Sam Raimi's Evil Dead 2, Bruce Campbell, fantastic looking steelbook, 4K version in here. I will come back to Evil Dead as the video progresses, but that's a really nice steelbook. And then from John Carpenter, we have Escape from New York. Now you're probably asking me at this point, what about Escape from LA? Yeah, I do have Escape from LA. I do have, by the time you're watching this, I don't have it now, but I will have it by the time you're watching it, the 4K Escape from LA, because I'm recording this several weeks in advance. And that will be in one of my mop-up sessions, no doubt. But yes, so Escape from New York. Then we have Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt in The Edge of Tomorrow steelbook, or Live, Die and Repeat. Edge of Tomorrow. Had name changes wherever it went, didn't it? I don't know. Stupidness. So that's those. Those are the steelbooks. Next up into film territory, a 4K for the film Everest. Sam Worthington, Keira Knightley, Emily Watson, Jake Gyllenhaal, Robin Wright, Josh Brolin, Jason Clarke. So fantastic cast in this film. 4K. It was very cheap. It was like pennies. It didn't cost me hardly anything. I do have the Blu-ray of it as well, which I'll set aside for in my double section for a giveaway at some point. Then we have Still Sealed, Evan Almighty, the sequel to Bruce Almighty. I don't actually have Bruce Almighty. I have to rectify that at some point, but I'm a big fan of Steve Carell. I didn't mind this film. I know a lot of people hated on it, but it worked for me. I thought it was a lot of fun. Then we have Julia Roberts in Erin Brockovich. Julia Roberts, Aaron Eckhart. This is a good film. No two ways about it. It's a very good film. I haven't seen it for a very, very long time. Next up, we have a lenticular for a film called Extraterrestrial. I bought this in CEX, really cheap. Or was it Poundland? It might have been Poundland, actually. £2. Just on the basis of this lenticular. And I haven't watched the film yet. I just thought, that stands out. You know, you can see the eye, them disappearing and the eyes shutting. Fantastic. From directors of Grave Encounters, that means nothing to me. They do not come in peace. Don't watch with the lights out. Not for the faint-hearted. Out of this world scary. Yeah, right. And it's got a thin case. But yeah, so I thought, wow, that's really nice. I'll have that. Next up, 3 films that form the Hannibal Lecter trilogy. So I'm putting these underneath the H's just because it's the Hannibal Lecter trilogy. So that's Red Dragon, The Silence of the Lambs, and Hannibal. I've got the TV series as well. That'll come under my TV section at the end. Just a travesty what happened to that in the end. It's cancellation. Next up, from Marvel, or from 20th Century Fox, is Elektra, with the HMV exclusive slip. The spin-off sequel to Daredevil. I should give it a watch sometime. I might go back and review all the older Marvel films. Then we have Everest again itself, a lovely slip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that into my double section, and yeah, for some point in the future. Next up, we have the film Everly with Salma Hayek. Action film. It was a bit of fun. I didn't mind it. I can't really remember it, but I remember enjoying it at the time. Yeah. Then we have, from the creator of Prison Break, Adrian Brody, and Forrest Whitaker in The Experiment. Another film I have seen, based on a real experiment that actually was done in real life, where they'd done this with people, where they put people into sort of prison environment and segregated the people into staff and into guards. Then we have the Expendables, Expendables 1. Expendables 2, which is my personal favourite of the trilogy, to be honest. I don't know why, it just is. And obviously the Expendables 3, all with slipcovers. They were okay. They weren't as good as what I thought they were going to be, or that they could have been, but they were okay. I think the second one's actually directed by Simon West, who directed... I can't even see it, it's so small writing. Who directed Con Air? I'm sure of it. Yeah, audio commentary of director Simon West. There you go. So I think I like his sort of style. Mel Gibson now in Edge of Darkness. Obviously I've picked this up in Poundland, not seen it. Mel Gibson, Ray Winston. At least I don't think I've seen it. Then we have the John Carpenter Elvis film, Kurt Russell. Bit of a crappy slip on the case on that. Look, it's all one of them. Yeah. But yeah. Matt Damon, Jodie Foster, Neil Blomkamp film, Elysium. Looks really good. Looks stunning film, but they look great in 4K. Then we have The Entrapment with Sean Connery and Catherine Zeta-Jones. Famous for that one scene where she slips under the thingies, yeah. Then we have Denzel in The Equalizer. Can't go wrong with a bit of Denzel Washington. And Denzel Washington in The Equalizer 2. At least he had hair in this one. And then we got another copy of Escape from New York. Again, a double. See what to do with that. And Kurt Russell, again, in Escape from LA. But like I said, will have the 4K now, and I've watched it. Probably done an opening already, and maybe watched it and done a review of it. Then we have Escape Plan with Arnie and Sly together. You can't have Escape Plan without having Escape Plan 2, can you? Or Escape Plan 3. I've never watched those two yet. And obviously, what collection of films without, in E, I'm saying that all wrong. Basically, who wouldn't have E.T. in their collection? Yeah, the classic E.T. Phone Home. Got all my words muddled then. I could go back and edit, but what's the joy in that? Is what it is. Then, HMV Premium Collection. Escape to Victory. Michael Caine, Sylvester Stallone, Pele. This is a fantastic film. Fantastic World War II film. Yeah, it's just really good. It's really good. Max von Sydow is great in it. It's not horrible. It doesn't show a horrible side to the Germans or anything like this. It's a really good movie. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend that one. Then a Walt Disney film that I love, and I do. I think it's just superb. I'd love to get a 4K of it sometime. Enchanted. So much fun, this film. It really is. Amy Adams is just fantastic as this Disney princess that's come alive. Superb. Next up from Arrow, Elvira, or Elvira, however you want to pronounce it, Mistress of the Dark, Steelbook. Yeah, that was over in my horror section, so that's why it went with the other Steelbooks in my Steelbook section. But there you go. And then we have Elvira's Haunted Hills. Elvira's Haunted Hills. In this lovely slip. A solid slipcase there. And yeah, keeping with horror, obviously we have the Evil Dead trilogy. Evil Dead 2 and the Army of Darkness, which I would have shown under A and stick around in my mop-up section because that will come back into play, something that I forgot I had. And obviously the Evil Dead Part 2. No, sorry, Evil Dead Part 2. Evil Dead the remake. Yeah, it's the remake of Evil Dead, not Evil Dead 2. My mind was off in other places just then. And then I have a 4K version of the first Evil Dead film in a lovely, again, solid case like that with Alex Ross art on the back. I do like the Evil Deads. Primarily because of Bruce Campbell. I love the character of Ash. I just think he's fantastic. And I do have obviously the TV series as well, but that will come under my TV section when I get past Z. So that does it for E. A very small letter of the alphabet. At least I think it does it. Knowing me, I've probably left something out. I'm just having a quick scan of my premium boxes. There's nothing E there. So that looks about it. So let's get into a little bit of a mopping up session and see what that brings. Okay, yeah, so I'll do a mop-up session at the end of each of these because inevitably I've picked some stuff up because I'm recording these quite far in advance. And also I am... I miss stuff. You know, we're only human and my stuff isn't A to Z on the shelves, so it gets a bit awkward. I did try doing that, but it's just when you buy a new title and then you've got to shove everything down by one to slot it in, it just becomes a pain. So that's what went out the window. So let's just get on with it. So the first one under D is Dune. Yes, this is the Steelbook of Dune from France. It's the 3D version, so it has the Blu-ray 3D and the 4K in it. Only I sold the 3D disc because I don't have 3D TV or 3D setup or anything like that. That's not for me. But I sold the disc alone for 14 quid on its own. So I got half the money back for the Steelbook. So fantastic. Then we have from B, The Book Thief. I picked up for £1.50 in CX. And then I forgot to go to my animated section, my comic book animated section, and I left out a few things under D. First being Deathstroke, Knights of the Dragons, the movie. And then The Death and Return of Superman, which combines the two animated films into one feature, sort of 3-hour feature, animated feature, yes. And not only that, I actually have the Steelbook still sealed for The Death of Superman. Obviously a German version, but that there ain't going to be on the Steelbook box. And then we have The Dark Crystal. How I missed this, I don't know. And another D. I've got a few D's missed here, you know. Drillbit Taylor. Yeah, with Owen Wilson. A lot of fun. I have a lot of fun with this film. I don't know. It's just I love Owen Wilson in it. I think Owen Wilson is fantastic. You know, I love him when he does humour all the time. I love him even when he does action, like the one with Gene Hackman, Behind Enemy Lines. You know, I thought we could have had a new action star there, but he never took off that way. And then we have. And I'll be forgiven for missing this one. I have Despicable Me 2. Yeah, Gruesome Meg 2. So this was just cheap. It was really cheap on eBay, and I bought it for the children when they were younger. Yeah, I ain't got the others. Then we have Chicken Run. Yep. From Aardman Entertainment, you know, and if you remember in my D section, I was moaning that I couldn't fast go. Where's my Die Hard? Where's my 4K Die Hard? Anyway, I found it. Just best action film ever made. film in my top 10 movies of all time, definitely. Just fantastic. And last but not least, I mentioned Army of Darkness, and again, this isn't in my Blu-ray section, it's in a DVD case, but it is a definitive collection of Sam Raimi's Army of Darkness from Australia. Yeah, so it's in a slip with a cutting into it, like so. Die cut, they call that. That's your case, and it slips in, and obviously Brucey himself is in red underneath, like so. Now, this contains 3 DVD and 2 Blu-rays. Yeah, so this has on it, the disc 1 is the Army of Darkness Director's Cut DVD. Disc 2, Army of Darkness Director's Cut Blu-ray. Disc 3 is the theatrical version Blu-ray. Disc 4 is the theatrical version DVD. And disc 5 is the television version DVD. And it's got a whole host of extras on it as well. I don't know how clear that is for you. They're all the discs. So the discs inside are all very much like that. Obviously, I saw this ages ago. I've had it for a few years, good few years, and imported it. Just because, again, it's one of my favourite films of all time. I just adore the Army of Darkness. And the character of Ash. I just think he's fantastic. Bruce Campbell's fantastic. What can I say? He's a fantastic actor. B-movie actor, anyway. But anyway, so that's it. That's it for E. Next week we'll get into... Oh, in 2 weeks' time, sorry, we'll get into F and see how that goes. Thank you for watching. Why not hit the notification bell? Because that'll keep you apprised of when my next videos come up. Also, leave me a comment down below. Is there any films there that you think I'm missing from E that I should have in my collection? Let me know. And yeah, and hit the subscribe button, and why not? Anyway, I'm getting going now, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care all, and goodbye.